sometimes I just feel so alone and just so isolated. I had very bad spots and itchiness and dry skin, especially around the eye area. It's just amazing to see that people care about you and people love you for you, and they want to help you through that situation. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Yeah, so I am very fresh faced today, and that's because we're doing a get ready with me / life update video. Basically, I have been going through a lot of highs and lows in the past 6 to 8 months or so, and I just really wanted to just kind of express and let you all know what I've been going through, but also just to let people who may be going through similar situations, or sorry, I've got itchy nose. You know when like the tip of your nose is just so itchy? Okay. And just in case somebody else is actually going through something similar, or they feel like they're alone, just to let you know, do you know what, you're not actually alone, and other people are going through it, and yes, they may not be telling everybody, or maybe going through closed doors, just to let you know that life does get better and life will get better. So I will be doing my makeup in the video just because I didn't want to do just to sit down and talk. I am not a makeup professional. I do not claim to be a makeup professional, and probably what I am doing is not considered right in the profession either. So do not copy what I'm doing. This is just what works for me and what makes me happy. I'm not actually going to tell you the products I'm using or anything like that, but if you do want to know, then leave me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, to click the notification button, and then follow me on social media if you want to get updates and see what I'm getting up to, essentially. My mirror is here, so I will be looking it to the side a lot, and I may be covering my face. That is good. Nothing beats a good herbal tea. Strawberry or mango. Wow, so good. One of the main things that I've been going through is that I've been having massive issues with my skin in the last, probably since September or November, up until, I would guess, up until April or March, and it wasn't just like, oh, she's breaking out in spots, which, by the way, I don't even know what this is. This just came out of nowhere. I have no clue. I had very bad spots and itchiness and dry skin, especially around the eye area, and I went to the doctors several times, tried several different medications and antibiotics and anything else I could think of, but there was no real, oh, this is what it is. It's just, we don't know, we're gonna try this now. He didn't get referred to a dermatologist because it started fixing and getting better, so the doctor was like, oh, it's okay. But it was just really frustrating. I'll put some photos up on the screen so you can see what I looked like. I'm based in the office most of the time for my job, so it's not that big of a deal, but I do a lot of events, and I do go on site, and I do go to see customers. So when I'm doing that and I've got spots on my face, the skin isn't feeling that good and isn't looking good, it makes me very conscious, and I am very aware of the situation and very aware that I don't look as good as I could look, which generally just affects my confidence, and I know it shouldn't, and I know we've all been told by our parents and by our friends and our loved ones that no amount of makeup should kind of affect your confidence. And for me in particular, I'm not really a makeup person. I've never really worn makeup massively growing up, and I wasn't able to wear makeup until I was 18 I think it was. 18, no, 16. I've just been struggling a lot with like the inner confidence, and I guess just getting to love myself again without makeup, and love who Alexandrya is and how God has actually made me, and not kind of always think that I need to, I've ruined my eyebrows, and not always think that I need to look a certain way and be a certain way and act in a certain way, but just know that I can be me, and the people that love me and the people that are meant to be in my life, they will be in my life for me and not for anything else. The other thing is age. So I'm 24 years of age, 25 in September. Wow, that makes me feel old. I'm a senior marketing executive, and I manage the budget for 3 different brands. I love what I do. I love my role. I love the experience. I love the exposure. I love the people I work with. I don't know if you heard that mini burp. Sorry. But there's just times when I know that my age does make me feel small. And not only that, but I know that because I am a black woman, so I'm a female and I am black, that it does make me feel small. For example, I was at an event and there was about 250 people there. In that room, I would say 80% of them were male. Of the 20% women, I was the only black woman there. I was bullied a lot, and it was mainly for the colour of my skin. So being in that situation just made me kind of shrink and made me think back and look back to that time. And I know it shouldn't affect me because obviously now I'm a woman, I'm an adult, I've gone through all of that and through those scars. But you know, sometimes when you're thrown into a position which you don't expect and you just think, okay, hold on, wait a minute. Like, body, I thought we tackled this years ago and you didn't. And that is how I felt in that situation. And I know I wasn't my loud ass confident self, and that I was being a bit weary because I was different compared to everybody else in that room. I was different. I was the one that stood out. I spoke to my sister and my mum about it, and both of them said that it's not, I should think of it in a different light of the fact that I am being put there to make a difference, being put there to help open the door for people, for other females that will be going into the industry, and other females who will be following me afterwards, so they too can get a chance to go in there and break barriers. But then at the time it would be, maybe they might be accepted more because someone else has gone there before them and someone else has helped. And it just made me see things in a very different perspective. I feel sometimes that being a black woman and black woman in business is really hard. It's not easy, and it's something which I have to persevere at every single day and push myself every single day and ask God for strength every single day. One day I will be fine, and one day all of this wouldn't affect me, because at the end of the day I want to go in business and I want to stay in business. It's my career path and it's what I love to do. It's just at this moment in time, I guess, and I'm still growing, I'm still learning, and I'm still developing. It's been really challenging, really exciting, but at the same time really, really challenging. This week just gone has, honestly, it's been my worst week to date. Things got to me that shouldn't get to me. It's been a very, very hard week. I have not been me at all. I have been snappy at people, I have been stressed, I felt like I've been overworked, but then I feel at the same time I've chosen to be overworked. A lot of it is to do with GDPR and the fact that my department have taken on a lot of activities for GDPR. So I know that has generally affected me a lot, because I haven't been able to do the bits of my job that I really love and the bits that I like. I stayed late every single day this week. I've worked my lunch and I've stayed late, and I've just been so tired. I was meant to edit pretty much every single day this week, and that did not happen. But I've just been so tired and just so not me, if I'm being honest. I think that's the only way I can describe it. You know, when you just know that actually this isn't me, like the way I'm acting. Like I don't think I've ever been this, not this low, but this stressed. But I guess stress isn't even the right word, but just I've never felt like this before, and I didn't know how to handle it, and all I could do was just to be honest with you, I was just crying. And I wanted to read my Bible, I wanted to pray, but the only thing I could manage to do was worship. And I would spend about 45 minutes plus worshipping every single night, and that was the only thing that actually brought me up and made me feel okay. As you all know, and as I've said plenty of times, I am a Christian, so when I talk about worship, when I talk about God, I'm talking about Jesus. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry, you don't have to watch my video, but I'm not going to be shameful of my faith and my relationship with God. Wednesday midweek was the worst day to date. I just didn't want to be there. Things were just so hard. It was just a really hard time, and yeah, I took myself out as well, and like I just had, like, I knew I was crying, I was welling up, and I was snapping. I just wasn't me. And I serve at the youth group at my church, and we had a youth group that day, and I did not want to go. Everything in me didn't want to go because I was just furious, to be honest with you. But I came home, I had to give one of my best mates a call and was like, I need you to cheer me up because I'm not in the mood. I've got to be somewhere, I've got to be active, and I'm like, it's just not happening. So yeah, so that helped. And then I went there, and it was a worship night. We did our team meeting, and like we did some worship, and I know that I was just crying, and I felt like a ball. I felt so small, and just like I just didn't want to be there. And then I know when we were talking and stuff, I know I blanked out. I just completely blanked out because my mind wasn't there, my head wasn't in it. But then talking to the team, and people prayed for me and just asking, and my mood did a full pew, like unbelievable, the way that God works, the way that conversations can affect you. And it was just incredible. Like, it was genuinely incredible, and I had such an amazing time being at youth and just was able to be myself. It's just amazing to see that people care about you and people love you for you, and they want to help you through that situation. So I guess for me, surrounding myself with people who genuinely care and genuinely want the best for me and want to see me grow and develop and be the woman of God that God wants me to be, is just incredible, because it makes such a huge difference. And then Thursday, Friday wasn't the best of days, but I know I just felt at peace and I just felt happier in general. My walk with God it's been up and down, and I've just been getting to know who I am again, and having my sense of identity, and knowing that my identity is in Christ and not always what people say. I currently live by myself, so I come home, I go to the gym in the morning. On Mondays I'm doing something with church, on Wednesdays I'm doing something with church, and times when I'm not, sometimes I just feel so alone, and just so isolated, and just forcing myself to kind of see my friends that I've got here, where I am, but also talking to all my friends that don't live close to them. We live in a world and a generation where people are so obsessed, I guess, by relationship goals and by babe. I get sucked in, but I just feel like, oh, maybe I'm not good enough, maybe no one likes me, maybe I'm going to die alone single. And it's sometimes it's very hard to navigate your life and know where everything is going, particularly with relationships. I am single, and I was getting over a relationship. It's just knowing that, you know what, I'm comfortable with me, and I'm using this time to grow me and for me to develop, and to be honest, to be a bit selfish. And if the right person comes along, great. If he doesn't, then great, because I will be in a relationship when I am ready and when my future partner is ready. And I don't want to be in a relationship for the fact of just being in a relationship. That's never been me, and that will never be me. If we're in a relationship, I want to do it to the end. I want this to last, and I want to give it my all. If it, unfortunately, it doesn't, then that really sucks, but it is what it is. And that's how I am, and that's how I have always been, and that won't change. So I guess at the same time, knowing what I want has been important, because if I didn't know what I want, and if I was just kind of being open to kind of any single person that gave me attention or made me feel loved or made me feel liked, then it could be a very different story. I want to be happy, and I want things to go in God's time and in the time that I am happy with as well, and just not to rush anything, because, well, I feel old, but at the end of the day, I'm not old. I am very young, and I've got my whole life ahead of me. And not only that, there is so much I want to do. There is so much I want to do, from starting a business to having a charity to traveling at some point, and everything will just happen when it needs to happen. I'm just really happy where I am. I'm super grateful for my job. I'm super grateful for what I do. I'm super grateful for my friends. But at the end of the day, I'm just really happy, and what happens will happen at the time it's meant to happen, and I'm not gonna rush it. I'm not gonna force anything to happen. I'm not gonna be with the wrong person. I'm not gonna move to the wrong job. There's people who say they're there for you, but when it really comes down to it, and things are hard and things are tough, you know he's there. Not everybody actually wants to see you succeed and wants to see you do good. Some people are just there to hopefully see you fail, and that's not what you want. Being around that kind of energy and that kind of person, I'm sorry, it's not good. It's not good for you, who you are, where you're going, what you want to do. So I would just cut it. Okay, I would cut it. Ooh, I'm heavily into fitness, if you couldn't tell from any of my previous videos, or if you're new, I am heavily into fitness. And fitness for me, it is a huge outlet and a huge stress reliever. And I think if I didn't have fitness, and if I didn't have gym and bodybuilding this whole week, I think my mindset would have been a lot worse. I got some PBs this week. I was very happy about that, because it just kind of, I got the energy, I got the anger out. You do need an outlet for your anger, and it's important to have one. I want to compete next year, and I've said this for a while. I was going to compete this year, but I decided, actually, you know what, I want to continue to grow and build, and it will happen. And I think that's the thing, I'm so focused on that goal, and I've got people around me who support me in that goal. Even my work colleagues. Part of me competing is because when I did compete last, I didn't give it my all, so I didn't look great, and I want to beat that person. It's what I want to do, and it's not for everybody. Cool, nothing in the world is for everybody, and that's fine. There's been a lot of times recently where I just didn't want to go to the gym, I didn't want to work. I don't know if that's to do with things such as like PTing and coaching, etc., or how I'm looking and what I'm eating, because I can eat amazingly for like 3 days, a solid 3 days, but I really love sweets. So yeah, I find it hard. I don't know how I gave sweets up for Lent. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. So it is in me. There is massive willpower to do it, and it can be done. I just need to obviously get myself back on it. But as I'm bulking, it's okay. It's not that important. I'll be fine. I can have sweets. Right? Being motivated is essential. Being motivated to do what you want to do, and if what you want to do sometimes makes some people uncomfortable, that's their business. As long as what you're doing isn't hurting anyone and it isn't harming anyone, I don't see why you shouldn't be able to do it. So I think that's everything I want to talk about. There's a lot of excitement, a lot of growth happening, and I'm just really excited for the next chapter and excited to push boundaries and continue to grow and continue to develop. And that's the thing with me, I'm always a student, and I will continue to always be a student, to grow and develop and just be the person that I know I want to be, and to be the woman of God, the fashionable fitness business woman, and just help people. And I think that's something that's so important to me, just to help people on my journey and wherever I go. And I think that's probably why I am involved in the youth, but also why I have such a strong passion and a strong calling to start a brilliant charity. Yes, I've gone through it, but also because I know how it can hold people back, and it can stop them from maybe reaching their full potential and maybe doing what they want to do, because maybe they still have the negative words of what people told them. This is only the start, and I feel like everything in my life is pushing forwards and it's going in the direction that I want it to go at this moment in time. And yeah, I'm very excited. I think I still have my ups and my downs, and when I have my downs, they are very, very down, and it's okay. It's okay to have down moments, it's okay to have high moments, but it's how we fall down and get back up that is important, and how we learn from them and how we grow and develop and move on. Because if you stayed down where you were, you would never grow, you would never pursue, you would never try anything new. And I don't want a life like that. That's not the life that I have envisioned for myself. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call this video an end here. I've been talking for ages, and it's taken me a very long time to do my makeup. It usually takes me about 10 minutes, but because I've been talking, it's taken me a while. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you do, and if you want me to do more videos like this, then give me a thumbs up, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, and I'll see you guys soon for my next video, which may be coming up sooner than you think. But yeah, bye.